let this be a normal field trip? With a friend? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you see it. Octopus in the neighborhood, surfing on a sound wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left at human testing, take your second right past Mars on a magic school bus. Alligator nostril, climb on the magic school bus. Spank a plankton too, on our magic school bus. Drop the river of lava on a magic school bus. Such a fine thing to do. So strap your bones right to the seat. Come on in and don't be shy. Just to make your day complete. You might get baked into a pie on the magic school bus. Step inside, it's a wild ride. Come on, ride on the magic school bus.
You never know what you'll find.
Paleontologists are scientists who study fossils.
Animals are carnivores. Carnivores are animals that eat meat and lots of it. Many animals are herbivores, like this rabbit. That means they mainly eat plants like grass, leaves, or fruits.
My Aunt Dinah is pretty ancient. I wonder if Aunt Dinah saw a dinosaur.
Tim, that would mean your Aunt Dinah's 65 million years old, at least.
Good morning, class. Today we're not just going somewhere, we're going somewhen. Back to the age of the dinosaurs. Just click on the bus when you're ready to go. To see pictures from my last trip through time, just click on the photo album.
Are dinosaurs still alive? Some scientists think birds are dinosaurs. So, in a certain way, dinosaurs are still with us.
The word dinosaur means terrible lizard. But I don't see what's so terrible about them.
I do. I'm keeping a lookout for dinosaurs.
Triassic period lasted from 250 million years ago until 202 million years ago. Counting backwards, that's 48 million years! Wow! There weren't very many dinosaurs in the Triassic period, but there were a bunch of other reptiles.
The Jurassic period lasted from 202 million years ago until 144 million years ago. That's 58 million years. The hugest dinosaurs lived during the Jurassic period. The first bird appeared in the Jurassic period. It's called Archaeopteryx.
The Cretaceous period lasted from 144 million years ago until 65 million years ago. That's 79 million years. By the end of the Cretaceous period, the dinosaurs, marine reptiles, and flying reptiles were all extinct. The first flowers appeared during the Cretaceous period.
The Mesozoic era is called the Age of the Dinosaurs because dinosaurs and other reptiles were the major life form at the time.
The Cenozoic era is called the Age of Mammals because today mammals like us are the major form of life on Earth. Why did the dinosaur throw a clock out the window? He wanted to see time fly.
Carlos!
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 Fossils have been found in every part of the world, even Antarctica.
That's where North America used to be, 220 million years ago. That's where South America was, 220 million years ago. That's where Africa was, 220 million years ago. That's where Antarctica used to be, 220 million years ago. That's where Australia used to be, 220 million years ago. That's where Europe was, 220 million years ago. That's where Asia was, 220 million years ago. This is what the Earth looked like in the late Jurassic period, 150 million years ago. This is what the Earth looked like in the late Cretaceous period, 70 million years ago. This is what the Earth looks like today. North and South America are still moving away from Europe and Africa. The Atlantic Ocean is slowly getting bigger, while the Pacific is shrinking just a little bit each year. That's the way it was, is, and has been on Map-O-Matic. This has been an Arnold Report.
This is my photo album from my last journey to the Age of Dinosaurs. Liz and I were taking pictures of reptiles that aren't dinosaurs. Oh dear, one of my photos is gone, and I need your help to replace it. Just click on the red crystals to hear about the missing animal. Then, click the X to close this album and start exploring. When you think you've found my missing creature, click on the camera and take its picture. Each of this reptile's hands has one especially long finger. I figure you'll have no trouble at all spotting it with your camera. This reptile's very long fingers supported a wing-like membrane of skin that stretched all the way to its back legs. Last time I checked, this flying reptile was perched on a rock in Jurassic Tanzania. Come back soon! Wahoo! Time to time travel! Welcome to Ms. Frizzle's Drive with Sizzle guided tour of the dashboard. Now, just tap this monitor if you already know how to drive the bus. But if you don't, just sit back and let me show you. Oops, of course, you already know how to drive the bus. Now, fill out your driver's license and hurry back to the dash. Welcome to the Magic School Bus Department of Driver's Licenses. Type in your name and age and give a few clicks to the spaceometer. Then, click on the little dino up top to go back to the dash. Now that you're wild ride certified, let's take this bus out for a drive. To the Back Bus Dinatorium, where you can cram your noggin full of dinosaur data. There are games to play and puzzles to solve. If you need my help, I'm just a click away. But my advice to you is to take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. Round and round and round the games go. Where they stop, nobody knows.
Back to look at your paleo cards. Have fun. See ya.
If you think Carlos knows some terrible jokes, you haven't heard Dina and Sarah, the best of the nest.
Paleontologists think some dinosaurs had feathers.
Some paleontologists think feathers are for the birds.
The Ankylosaurus was heavily armored and had complex nasal passages.
So they were like tanks with trumpets. Attention!
for 165 million years before they became extinct.
And humans have only been around for 1 million years.
Looks like humans are the new kids on the block! Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex who?
Tyrannosaurus Rex anything it wants to!
Welcome back to the Backbus Dinatorium. There's more to a dinosaur head than meets the eye, so let's be nosy and check out Keisha's special report.
This is Keisha, and welcome to Skull X. This week, Secrets of the Dino Heads. The experiment where we get down to the bare bones and uncover the shocking truth about what's under all those scales and muscles. This is Triceratops, a Cretaceous ceratopsian. This is Protoceratops, a Cretaceous ceratopsian. This is Triceratops' skull. As you can see, those horns and that beak were backed up with bone. This is Protoceratops' skull. That frill around its head was strong enough to protect its neck. It was also probably used in the same way that peacocks use their tails, to show off. This is Lambeosaurus, a Cretaceous hadrosaur. This is Lambeosaurus' skull. Inside that crest are a lot of air passages, like the tubing on a trumpet. Lambeosaurus probably used them to make noise so he could be heard by the herd. This is Diplodocus, a Jurassic sauropod. So this is what Diplodocus' skull looks like. For many years, no one could find one, so paleontologists substituted the skulls of other dinosaurs when a Diplodocus skeleton was on display. This is Corythosaurus, a Cretaceous hadrosaur. This is Corythosaurus' skull. That crest may have been used to either show off to other animals in the herd, or like a megaphone, to make Corythosaurus' mating calls even louder. This is Camarasaurus, a Jurassic sauropod. This is Camarasaurus' skull. Some of those empty spaces you see made it lighter and easier for Camarasaurus to move its head around on the end of its long, long neck. This is Baryonyx, a Cretaceous theropod. This is Baryonyx' skull. Except for the bump in the middle, it's about the same shape as a crocodile's. This is one of the reasons we think that Baryonyx ate fish. This is Albertosaurus, a Cretaceous theropod. This is Albertosaurus' skull. Its large eye sockets tell us that its eyes were both big and sharp. That's a great help to a hunter, like Albertosaurus. This is Keisha, and we'll be back when you are for another edition of Skull X, Secrets of the Dino Heads.
Welcome back to the Backbus Dinatorium. Check out everyone's reports about the Age of Dinosaurs.
Brachiosaurus, the heaviest dinosaur ever dug up, was first found in Tendaguru, Tanzania. Because the fossils here and in the western USA were so alike, paleontologists figured out that North America and Africa were once connected. Many famous fossils were found in western USA, including Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus, Diplodocus, Deinonychus, and Maiasaura. Archaeopteryx, the first bird, was found in a rock quarry in Bavaria. The fossil looked a lot like a dinosaur, but had the imprints of feathers around it. This fossil was the first clue that birds evolved from dinosaurs. The oldest known dinosaur, an Eoraptor from 228 million years ago, was found near San Juan, Argentina. The tiniest complete fossil, a just-hatched Mosasaurus, was also found here.
The Earth is a very different place now than when the dinosaurs were alive. The oceans and the continents have changed places, and even the weather is different. The world will continue to change under our feet, but so slowly we can barely notice it. As the continents move together, a species of animal can move around the world. As the continents move apart, animals evolve in isolation. This is why Australia has so many unusual animals. It has been separate from the rest of the world for millions of years. Each of the continents has been moving very slowly ever since the Earth was formed. As they move, they change the shape of the oceans, create mountains, and trigger earthquakes and volcanoes.
Paleontologists are scientists who study fossils to learn about the plants and animals that lived long ago. Their job is to find fossils, recover them, and then figure out what they mean. Sometimes paleontologists know where to find fossils, but sometimes they're just lucky. One thing's for sure, you can't find old bones if you have lazy bones. Fossils are very fragile, so paleontologists dig around them carefully. They wrap the bones in casts before they take them to the lab and clean them gently. Digging up a whole skeleton this way can take several years. Fossil bones and teeth can tell paleontologists a lot about how a dinosaur looked when it was alive, how it grew and moved, what kind of food it ate, and maybe even how it died.
Not everything that lived a long time ago was a dinosaur. So how do you tell what's a dinosaur and what's not? Correct, but check this out. Dinosaurs are extinct, so you can't spot them anymore. The last dinosaurs died 65 million years ago. Their descendants, the birds, are still alive, but the dinosaurs themselves are very ancient history. Dinosaurs were special land-based reptiles. Dinosaurs were different from other reptiles because they walk with their legs straight under their bodies, not spread out at the sides, like this lizard. The position of their legs helped them move fast and outdo other animals. Dinosaurs were land-based reptiles. Some prehistoric reptiles flew, while others lived in the ocean. They weren't dinosaurs, but they were closely related. Dinosaurs were reptiles. This means that prehistoric mammals, like the woolly mammoth, were not dinosaurs. Not even close.
Fossils are rare. Usually, an animal's bones are scattered by other animals before they can be covered. Some bones that are fossilized are buried where we'll never find them. This makes every fossil we find very important. Fossils are what is left behind when a plant or animal has been buried a long time, so long that its bones, and sometimes even its skin, footprints, poop, and eggs have turned to stone. To become a fossil, a dead plant or animal has to be covered by dirt or sand. Swamps, rivers, and sand dunes are very good for this. Over millions of years, minerals in the rock soak into the bones, turning them into fossils.
Dinosaurs were not lonely creatures. Fossils show that many dinosaurs lived in herds, migrated, and even looked after their young, like birds and mammals do today. Maiasaura built their nests close to each other. Parents looked after the hatchlings until they grew large enough to leave the nests and fend for themselves. Deinonychus and other small meat-eaters probably hunted in packs, like wolves. This way they could go after large prey together, and when they overcame its defenses, everyone got a good meal. Paleontologists have found huge groups of the same species fossilized together. This probably shows that they lived in herds. In other places, paleontologists have found scars on the bones, which show that dinosaurs fought each other for mates, like deer and bison do today.
Extinction is when all the animals in a group die out. The dinosaurs became extinct 65 million years ago, but they weren't the only animals to die out. Many other species have died out, like the trilobite or the Cyanognathes. Species die out when their environment changes and they can't adapt. Sometimes a new predator eats all of them. Other times the weather changes and it becomes too hot or cold for some plants and animals to survive. No one knows why the dinosaurs died. Many scientists think that an asteroid or comet hit the Earth and threw so much dust into the air that the sun was blocked. The plants died, the herbivores died, and then the carnivores died.
The iguanodonts were one of the first groups of dinosaurs ever described. The first iguanodon fossil was this tooth found in England by Mary Mantell. Her husband, Dr. Gideon Mantell, studied it and realized that the tooth came from a prehistoric creature. Iguanodonts were a widespread group of herbivorous dinosaurs. They had toothless beaks and a stiff, heavy tail. Muttaburrasaurus and Ouranosaurus were iguanodonts. Iguanodon was the first dinosaur scientists tried to understand, so it isn't surprising that they made the mistakes you see here. Now, scientists think it was a slender, speedy creature who walked on 4 legs but ran on 2.
All ceratopsians had a bony frill that extended back from their skulls over their necks. The frill may have protected their necks from predators, and the ceratopsians probably used them to select mates too. Horned dinosaurs, or ceratopsians, were herbivores who lived in large herds in late Cretaceous North America. Triceratops is the most famous ceratopsian. Ceratopsians all had at least one horn over the nose, but most had one over each eye, like Centrosaurus and Styracosaurus. The horns were probably used by males to fight for mates, and for females to recognize dominant males.
Armored dinosaurs like Euoplocetus and Stegosaurus protected themselves from predators with tough, bony plates, clubs, and spikes. They lived all over the world during the Jurassic and Cretaceous. Ankylosaurs were built like tanks, slow-moving and tough with a powerful punch. The largest grew up to 30 feet long and could defend itself with a tail club close to 2 feet wide. Ouch! Stegosaurs protected their narrow backs with large vertical bony plates. If predators went in for a bite anyway, they had to face a powerful tail armed with pointy spikes.
Hadrosaurs had rows and rows of teeth to grind up plants. To help them keep food in their mouth while they chewed, they had something no other dinosaur had, but we do: cheeks. Why did some hadrosaurs have large crests on top of their heads? They may have been used to make noise, to communicate with the herd, or to attract a mate. Maybe both. Maiasaura and Parasaurolophus were North American hadrosaurs. Tannius was an Asian hadrosaur. Duck-billed dinosaurs, or hadrosaurs, were the most common of all dinosaurs in Cretaceous North America. They were called duckbills because of their broad, flat snouts and the toothless beaks they used to snap off plants. These huge herbivores were the largest land animals that ever lived. Sauropods lived everywhere in the world and existed from the early Jurassic to the end of the Cretaceous. Diplodocus, at 90 feet long, used to be the longest dinosaur we knew of. Brachiosaurus, at around 55 tons, used to be the heaviest known dinosaur.
But now paleontologists have discovered Argentinosaurus. It was 115 feet long and maybe weighed 100 tons. Sauropods probably had to eat constantly. They stripped leaves from branches and swallowed them without chewing. The unchewed leaves were ground up by rocks in their stomachs.
Short-necked plesiosaurs like this Kronosaurus had short, stout necks and large skulls. From their fossils, paleontologists think that they were powerful hunters who could swim for long distances. Look at those teeth! Ichthyosaur means fish lizard. These carnivores were reptiles, but they were completely adapted to life in the water. Like dolphins today, they swam like fish, gave birth to live young, and breathed air. No dinosaurs lived in the oceans, but some very large reptiles did. These reptiles were as important to the sea as dinosaurs were to the land. The two main types of marine reptiles were ichthyosaurs and plesiosaurs. Plesiosaurs had long necks, narrow bodies, and legs shaped like flippers. Like penguins today, they use their flippers to fly through the water and hunt fish.
Scientists used to wonder how birds evolved until they discovered fossils of Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx was a dinosaur with teeth and a tail, but it also had wings and feathers, like a bird. Archaeopteryx probably evolved from a fast little carnivore, like Compsognathus. Having feathered arms might have helped to trap insects and other small creatures. Flying may have just been a lucky accident that came from having feathers.
Pterodactyls lived in the Jurassic and Cretaceous. They had short tails and long necks. Pterodactylus was the smallest. Its wings were less than 3 feet across. Quetzalcoatlus was the largest, with wings almost 35 feet across. You might think those reptiles flying overhead are dinosaurs, but they're actually pterosaurs. Some pterosaurs live near oceans, some live near lakes, and a lot of them ate fish. And even though they had wings and flew, they did not evolve into birds. Ramphorhynchids lived in the Jurassic period. They had long tails that helped them steer. Studies of their skulls show that they probably had excellent eyesight, but a poor sense of smell, just like birds.
In prehistoric times, some species grew to be very large, much larger than the same types of animals are now. This is called gigantism. Even though some dinosaurs did get to be huge, most dinosaurs were not very gigantic. Some were only people-sized, like Rheoerebus, and some were even as tiny as a cat, like Lasutosaurus. A species doesn't get gigantic overnight. It has to live in an ecosystem that has room for a creature that big, enough to eat, and not too many predators. Even then, it may be millions of years before the species develops. Most dinosaurs were much larger than the largest reptiles alive today. But they weren't the only examples of gigantism. The Mesozoic era also had 50-foot-long sharks and 40-foot-long alligators.
How did the dinosaurs stay warm? Did they generate their own heat like mammals? Or did they rely on the sun like reptiles do today? Scientists aren't sure. Some scientists believe that dinosaurs were warm-blooded because they acted so much like mammals. They lived in herds, hunted together, took care of their young, and grew up very fast, just like mammals do today. Warm-blooded creatures don't need the sun to warm up, so they can be active at night and in the cold. Cold-blooded creatures slow down as their bodies cool down. This means they can only move quickly when it's warm. Some scientists believe that dinosaurs were cold-blooded because they were reptiles. Like reptiles, dinosaurs have small brains compared to warm-blooded creatures of the same size. And the answer is? The answer might be that some dinosaurs were warm-blooded and some were cold-blooded, and probably some were in between. But we'll never know for sure.
Unless someone can find a time machine and a really big thermometer. Any volunteers?
Scientists used to think that sauropods like Apatosaurus were too heavy to stand up on land and had to live in lakes. Now we know that if they stood in water up to their necks, the water would squeeze their lungs so hard that they couldn't breathe. When paleontologists decided that dinosaurs were reptiles, they thought they moved like reptiles too, legs apart, dragging their bellies. But studying their tracks and skeletons told scientists that dinos stood upright, kept their tails off the ground, and that some could run very fast. Dinosaurs did not have very big brains, but that doesn't mean they were stupid. Some cared for their young, and others cooperated to hunt together. And after all, they did survive for 160 million years. They may not have sent any dinosaurs to the moon, but they were pretty smart at being dinosaurs. We'll never be 100% right about dinosaurs. Some things we think are true may turn out to be false. But that's the fun of science. No matter how much you think you know, there's always new things to learn.
Before the dinosaurs, a group called the mammal-like reptiles were common all over the world. Some of these early reptiles looked a lot like mammals. Most died out before the dinosaurs arrived, but their relatives evolved into the mammals we know today, like squirrels and rabbits and gophers. Cygnognathus was large and fast for its kind and had unusual teeth. Ordinary carnivorous reptiles have one type of tooth, but Cygnognathus had several kinds for cutting, stabbing, and tearing meat. Dicynodonts are a group of big herbivores. They use their sharp beaks to take big bites of tough plants or roots. Some of them lived around swamps, and some lived in forests. Dimetrodon was an early mammal-like reptile that actually didn't look very much like a mammal. Its huge sail helped Dimetrodon warm its blood quickly each morning, giving it a head start on its still sluggish prey.
Carnivores are animals that feed mainly on other animals. They're all bipedal, which means they walked on 2 feet instead of 4. Together, they are known as theropods. The first theropods lived at the end of the Triassic and beginning of the Jurassic. Herrerasaurus and Eoraptor were small and had hollow bones. This made them light in weight, so they could run very fast. The big theropods were the largest carnivores that ever walked on land. In the Jurassic, there was Allosaurus and Megalosaurus. And in the Cretaceous, there was Tyrannosaurus, Albertosaurus, and Giganotosaurus. Another group of theropods, like Troodon and Gallimimus, had the best developed brains of all the dinosaurs. They also had excellent hearing and a special type of eyesight called stereoscopic vision.
Paleontologists think that male triceratops battled each other for mates and lived in migrating herds, because that's how large-horned herbivores, like buffalo, antelope, and deer, behave today. Sometimes paleontologists guess wrong. They used to think that dinosaurs acted like reptiles. Now they think dinos acted more like birds and mammals. The more they learn, the closer they probably get to the truth. How do scientists know so much about dinosaurs? They can tell a lot by looking at the bone. But lots of what they know comes from ideas based on looking at animals that are alive today and guessing what dinosaurs looked like long ago.
Welcome back to the Backbus Dinatorium. I see Ralphie standing by to tell you whose bones have been found in your neck of the woods. Ralphie?
Spanning the globe to bring you the latest Babylon bones. This is Wide World of Fossils. I'm your host, Ralphie. Today, we're gonna learn what's been found where. So click on the map and we'll get up close and personal with the creatures of the past. That's North America, the last resting place of Tyrannosaurus rex and countless other creatures. These fossils were found in Alaska, USA. These fossils were found in Alberta, Canada. These fossils were found in Saskatchewan, Canada. These fossils were found in Montana, USA. These fossils were found in Wyoming, USA. These fossils were found in South Dakota, USA. These fossils were found in Nevada, USA. These fossils were found in Utah, USA. These fossils were found in Colorado, USA. These fossils were found in Kansas, USA. These fossils were found in Baja California, in Mexico. These fossils were found in Arizona, USA. These fossils were found in New Mexico, USA. These fossils were found in Texas, USA. These fossils were found in New Jersey, USA. These fossils were found in Connecticut, USA. These fossils were found in Greenland. That's South America, home to Herrerasaurus and countless other creatures. These fossils were found in Brazil. These fossils were found in Uruguay. These fossils were found in Argentina. That's Antarctica. Not many fossils have been found there, but paleontologists are still looking. That's Africa, land of the Brachiosaurus and countless other fossil finds. These fossils were found in South Africa. These fossils were found in Lesotho. These fossils were found in Madagascar. These fossils were found in Zimbabwe. These fossils were found in Tanzania. These fossils were found in Kenya. These fossils were found in Egypt. These fossils were found in Niger. These fossils were found in Algeria. These fossils were found in Tunisia. That's Australia, the down-under den of Mutabarosaurus and countless other creatures. Here are some of the dinosaur fossils that have been found in Australia. That's Australia, the down-under den of Mutabarosaurus. That's Australia, the down-under den of That's Asia, the place for Protoceratops. And these fossils were found in Laos. These fossils were found in China. These fossils were found in Mongolia. These fossils were found in Russia. That's Europe, which was inhabited by iguanodons, Archaeopteryx, and many other creatures. These fossils were found in Romania. These fossils were found in Hungary. These fossils were found in Italy. These fossils were found in France. These fossils were found in Spain. These fossils were found in Portugal. These fossils were found in Austria. These fossils were found in Switzerland. These fossils were found in Germany. These fossils were found in Belgium. These fossils were found in England. These fossils were found in Scotland.
And so, we leave the world of fossils behind us and return to the bus. Back to you, Frizz.
Welcome back to the Back Bus Dinatorium. Off we go to the outdoors and dinosaurs. Triassic Argentina. Here comes Triassic Argentina, 220 million years before the present.
I hope you enjoyed your trip through time with Captain Frizz. We have just arrived in Triassic Argentina, and I invite you to check out the wide variety of ruling reptiles during your stay. These plants are so different from the ones at home. There isn't even any grass here.
It's true, Keisha. There won't be grass for millions of years. But until then, these ferns, conifers, and horsetails are simply splendid.
Hey, what's that furry thing? That doesn't look like a dino to me.
That isn't a dinosaur, Ralphie. That's a furry reptile. I read that there were hundreds of reptiles in the Triassic. Hardly any of them are dinosaurs. Be prepared for Dino Madness!
Welcome to Dino Madness, the only dinosaur board game this side of the Cenozoic era. I'm Baryonyx, and I'll be your host as you travel through the Age of Dinosaurs to get your Paleo card prize. Mwah! Before we start, let me know if you're one player playing against my old cousin Liz, or if you're two players who'll be racing each other to the finish. Good choice, player one. You'll be the pink Stegosaurus. And my green buddy Liz, well, she'll play Liz. Let's get this Dino Madness rolling. Player one, roll the dice by clicking on them. Player one, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. Guess what? It's time to try your hand at That's Not a Dinosaur. Please click on the animal. That's not a dinosaur. Impressive! You're exactly right. That animal is not a dinosaur. Liz, old pal, throw those dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. Guess what? It's time to try your hand at That's Not a Dinosaur! Which one of these fabulous reptiles is not a dinosaur? Yes! You're right about that animal! That's not a dinosaur! You're on your way to winning fabulous Paleo card prizes! Player one, roll those dice, please. Player one, you get to move ahead 1 square. Here comes your challenge. And now it's time to take the What's to Eat challenge. Which one is the plant-eating dinosaur? Yes, that dinosaur ate only plants! And did I mention that all sorts of vegetables taste delicious on a T-Rex burger? Liz, old pal, throw those dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. I see my cousin Liz has happened to cross a wild card, which means I'll be deciding where she goes next. I'm so swell that I'll move you ahead 3 squares. Player 1, roll those dice, please. Player 1, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're up to the Dino Data Challenge. Which one of these teeth were probably in Tyrannosaurus's mouth? Good job! Dino Data must be your specialty. I've never known you to be patient, Cousin Liz. It's your turn to roll the dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're prepared to play What's to Eat? Which one of these amazing dinosaurs ate meat? Yikes! You have to move back because that dinosaur most certainly did not eat meat. Player 1, it's your turn to roll the... Player 1, you get to move ahead 4 squares. Get ready for your challenge. I hope you're prepared to play What's to Eat? Which one is the plant-eating dinosaur? Absolutely correct! That is the dinosaur that only ate plants. Amazing prizes are in store for you. Liz, old pal, throw those dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 1 square. Here comes your challenge. Guess what? It's time to try your hand at That's Not a Dinosaur. One of these reptiles is not a dinosaur. Which one is it? Impressive! You're exactly right. That animal is not a dinosaur. Player 1, it's your turn. Player 1, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. It's Dino Data time. Which one of these things first appeared in the Cretaceous period? Good job! Dino Data must be your specialty. Liz, old pal, throw those dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 1 square. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're prepared to play What's to Eat? Which one is the plant-eating dinosaur? Absolutely correct! That is the dinosaur that only ate plants. Amazing prizes are in store for you. Player 1, it's your... Player 1, you get to move ahead 1 square. Here comes your challenge. It's time for a game of concentration. Turn over 2 chips at a time to find the matches. When you've matched all the chips, you win the challenge. You've done it! Congratulations! Liz, old pal, throw those dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 3 squares. Here comes your challenge. It's time for a game of concentration. Turn over 2 chips at a time to find the matches. When you've matched all the chips, you win the challenge. Liz does this at lightning speed. She's such a show-off. Player 1, roll those dice, please. Player 1, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. Guess what? It's time to try your hand at That's Not a Dinosaur. Please click on the animal. That's not a dinosaur. Yes, you're right about that animal. That's not a dinosaur. You're on your way to winning fabulous paleo card prizes. I've never known you to be patient, Cousin Liz. It's your turn to roll the dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 3 squares. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're prepared to play What's to Eat? Click on the dinosaur that only ate plants. Absolutely correct! That is the dinosaur that only ate plants. Amazing prizes are in store for you. Player 1, roll those. Player 1, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. Aha! You've stumbled on a wild card. That means I'll be making the decision about your next move. Too bad. You'll have to move back 3 squares. Liz, old pal, throw those dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. It's Dino Data time. Which instrument do paleontologists think Parasaurolophus probably sounded like? Good job! Dino Data must be your specialty. Player 1, roll. Player 1, you get to move ahead 4 squares. Get ready for your challenge. It's Dino Data time. What did a Triceratops footprint look like? Nice work! You must have quite a mind for data. I've never known you to be patient, Cousin Liz. It's your turn to roll the dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're ready to name that dino. Take a good look at these dinosaurs, and then click on the dinosaur you think is Triceratops. You're well on your way to winning Dino Madness! Player 1, it's your turn to... Player 1, you get to move ahead 3 squares. Here comes your challenge. Get ready to play That's Not a Dinosaur. One of these animals is not a dinosaur. Which one is? Impressive! You're exactly right. That animal is not a dinosaur. I've never known you to be patient, Cousin Liz. It's your turn to roll the dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 1 square. Here comes your challenge. Get ready to play That's Not a Dinosaur. Which one of these fabulous reptiles is not a dinosaur? Impressive! You're exactly right. That animal is not a dinosaur. Player 1. Player 1, you get to move ahead 3 squares. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're up to the Dino Data Challenge. Which of these animals was around during the Age of the Dinosaurs? Nice work! You must have quite a mind for data. I've never known you to be patient, Cousin Liz. It's your turn to roll the dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. I see my cousin Liz has happened to cross a wild card, which means I'll be deciding where she goes next. Too bad. You'll have to move back 3 squares. Player 1. Player 1, you get to move ahead 3 squares. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're prepared to play What's to Eat? Which one of these amazing dinosaurs ate meat? Yes, that dinosaur did eat meat, just like our audience who love a good T-Rex burger. I've never known you to be patient, Cousin Liz. It's your turn to roll the dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're prepared to play What's to Eat? Which one is the plant-eating dinosaur? Absolutely correct! That is the dinosaur that only ate plants. Amazing prizes are in store for you. Player 1, roll the... Player 1, you get to move ahead 3 squares. Here comes your challenge. It's time for a game of concentration. Turn over 2 chips at a time to find the matches. When you've matched all the chips, you win. You've done it. Congratulations. Liz, old pal, throw those dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're up to the Dino Data Challenge. Which one of these things first appeared in the Cretaceous period? Nice work! You must have quite a mind for data. Player 1, roll. Player 1, you get to move ahead 1 square. Here comes your challenge. I hope you're ready to name that dino. Which one of these dinosaurs is Parasaurolophus? Ooh, I'm sorry. You didn't name that dino correctly. I'm gonna have to move you back. I've never known you to be patient, Cousin Liz. It's your turn to roll the dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. Get ready to play That's Not a Dinosaur. One of these reptiles is not a dinosaur. Which one is it? Impressive! You're exactly right. That animal is not a dinosaur. Player 1. Player 1, you get to move ahead 1 square. Here comes your challenge. And now it's time to name that dino. Which one of my pals here is Oviraptor? Ooh, I'm sorry. You didn't name that dino correctly. I'm gonna have to move you back. Liz, old pal, throw those dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 1 square. Here comes your challenge. And now it's time to take the What's to Eat challenge. Look on the dinosaur that only ate plants. Yes, that dinosaur ate only plants! And did I mention that all sorts of vegetables taste delicious on a T-Rex burger? Player 1, it's your turn to... Player 1, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. Get ready to play That's Not a Dinosaur. One of these reptiles is not a dinosaur. Which one is it? Impressive! You're exactly right. That animal is not a dinosaur. Liz, old pal, throw those dice. Liz, you get to move ahead 2 squares. Here comes your challenge. I see my cousin Liz has happened to cross a wild card, which means I'll be deciding where she goes next. Too bad. You'll have to move back 3 squares. Player 1, it's your turn to roll. Player 1, you get to move ahead 3 squares. Here comes your challenge. Player 1, you've won the game. And these are the fabulous paleo cards you've won.
Hi, this is the Paleo Card Gallery, and these are all the paleo cards you've won so far. See ya!
See you next time, and remember, Dino Madness is sponsored by T-Rex Burgerama, where a burger is not just a meal, it's an adventure.
This turtle looks just like the one at the zoo. Ah, a familiar face in Triassic Argentina. Don't worry, Liz. You're not on that Etosaurus menu. They only eat plants. Try to solve the skeleton puzzle and see if you can spot the Herrerasaurus. Sometimes paleontologists dig up scattered piles of bones. Then they try to put them together in the right way. Try your hand at putting this skeleton back together. That Plateosaurus skeleton is in a big jumble. Let's see if we can sort it out. Keep going! Looks like you have a bone to pick with this dinosaur. A bone to pick up, that is. These puzzles can be pretty tricky, but I know you can solve them. Wow! You put Plateosaurus back together just right. Plateosaurus was a protosauropod who lived 208 million years ago. Protosauropods were the ancestors of giant sauropods, like Diplodocus. You're an awesome assembler of ancient animals. So here's a paleo card. Click the paleo card button to see this card and the others in your collection. If you thought that puzzle was hard, just wait till you see the next one. Uh-oh. Looks like the Herrerasaurus fell down. Let's put it back together again. going! The Herrerasaurus get back together! Herrerasaurus is a 6-foot tall predator from Triassic Argentina, 220 million years ago. Recognize him from our travels? Your super skeleton skills have earned you a paleo card. Just click the paleo card button to see the paleo cards you've already won. Ready for more? Another puzzle coming right up! Kentrosaurus sat on a wall. Kentrosaurus had a big fall, but along we came to play this game and then we put Kentrosaurus together again. To that bone, and that bone's connected to a wishbone. A wishbone's connected to a trombone, or something like that. Nice job! That Kentrosaurus is back in one piece. Kentrosaurus lived in Jurassic Tanzania 160 million years ago. Its name means spiky lizard. I wonder what gave them that idea. You're an awesome assembler of ancient animals. So here's a paleo card. Click the paleo card button to see this card and the others in your collection. Here comes the next puzzle. Looks like a big stack of Stegosaurus bones. I'm sure we can figure out how they fit together. Them bones, them dry bones. That was super! You did a professional job of piecing together those Stegosaurus bones. Straight from Jurassic Colorado 160 million years ago, it's the fine and finned Stegosaurus. Some paleontologists think he reared up on those back legs to grab fruit from trees. Others aren't so sure. You're an awesome assembler of ancient animals. So here's a paleo card. Click the paleo card button to see this card and the others in your collection. Next time, that puzzle doesn't stand a chance.
Aren't these Rhynchosaurs magnificent, class? They were very common reptiles here in the Triassic period.
Shh! Wow! The Triassic period had more Rhynchosaurs than the Frizz has outfits.
This place is swarming with dinosaurs.
Ralphie, the only dinosaurs here are that Herrerasaurus and the Eoraptor behind you. All the rest are other types of reptiles, like Liz.
Eoraptor is the oldest known dinosaur. And get this, he's only as big as my dog.
But I bet you wouldn't pet him.
I'd have to say that our field trip to the Triassic is a tried and true triumph indeed. Wahoo! Let's get on the bus and hightail it to Arizona.
Triassic Arizona, 220 million years back in time. Please keep your eyes peeled for Rheosaurus, Rhynchosaurus, and other exotic reptiles. Watch your step, please. Stand clear of the closing doors.
I read that pterosaurs are not dinosaurs. They're regular old reptiles, just like Rhynchosaurs and Dicynodonts. And you!
Whoops! I think I lost a shoe. Oh well, we'll just have to come back for it in 200 million years.
I wonder what they'll think when they discover the Frizz shoe fossil. Dinosaurs were all over the Triassic period. I'm just glad they're not all over me.
Find out what you know about dinosaur sizes. And check out Rheosaurus while you're there.
Bigger than a bread box? Smaller than an elephant? Dinos came in all shapes and sizes. Your job here is to match the size of these dinosaurs to some everyday objects. One of these dinosaurs stood about as high as a basketball hoop. Can you tell me which one? Sorry, but Lucidosaurus would have needed plenty of practice before he could slam dunk. One of these dinosaurs stood about as high as a basketball hoop. Can you tell me which one? No, Rheosaurus was a little shorter than a basketball hoop. One of these dinosaurs stood about as high as a basketball hoop. Can you tell me which one? Exactly! Albertosaurus was about as tall as a basketball hoop. His cousin T-Rex was even taller. Yikes! I know that one of these dinosaurs was as big as a person. Which one is it? Right! Rheosaurus was about the size of a person. Can you tell me which one of these dinosaurs was as tall as a 5-story building? Yep, Mamenchisaurus was about the same height as a 5-story building. Quite a view from up there, huh? Okay, which of these dinosaurs was only as big as a cat? Perfect! Lesothosaurus was only as big as a cat. Meow! One of these dinosaurs stood about as high as a basketball hoop. Can you tell me which one? Exactly! Albertosaurus was about as tall as a basketball hoop. His cousin T-Rex was even taller. Yikes! I know. Bye. Come back later for some serious dino sizing.
The real Aribosaurus dinosaur was small, but it was speedy.
Small but speedy? Hey, that sounds sort of like Wanda.
I should do some research on this Dicynodon. Or maybe not. Look at those fangs!
It's a good thing that Rhynchosaur can't come near my mom's plant.
220 million years ago. No people except for us. In fact, there's no people for another 219 million years. We better stick together.
Jurassic Colorado. I do hope that our time machine pulls us through. Next stop, Jurassic Colorado, 150 million years before the present.
Shoppers, have we got a bargain for you? Here in Colorado, you'll find a blue light special on stegosaurs, sauropods, and any kind of cycad.
Predators pose only a puny problem to a punchy poke like the Stegosaurus. Shake that tail, Steggy.
Help a Stegosaur steer clear of danger in Meteor Meltdown!
You can help a herbivore find food in a dangerous place. But first, click on the dinosaur you want to play. Spiky Stegosaurus is tough, but the two-legged Hypsilophodon is fast. Level 1. No need to click around. Just use your arrow keys. Level 2. dinosaurs didn't thrive volcanoes, but you already knew that. How did you dodge all those meteors? You're so good, you win a paleo card. Level 3. Level 4. Those meteors don't look too friendly. You did it! And you won this nifty paleo card! Level 5. Level 6. Don't forget to get all the plants. Yikes! Those meteors will get you every time. Yikes! Those meteors will get you every time. Dinosaurs didn't thrive volcanoes, but you already knew that. How did you dodge all those meteors? You're so good, you win a paleo card. Level 7. Level 8. How did you dodge all those meteors? You're so good, you win a paleo card. Level 9. Yikes! Those meteors will get you. All meteored out? See you later.
Hungry for a stegosaur, ornitholestes? Don't bite off more than you can chew.
Hey, that Stegosaurus looks like Kentrosaurus and Tuojianglosaurus.
Right as rain, Carlos. They're all stegosaurs. But Stegosaurus is about twice the size of Kentrosaurus and Tuojianglosaurus. Stegosaurus is the biggest stegosaur of all.
That Diplodocus is just eating its way through the forest. I think now might be a good time to get off this cycad. Poor Pterosaurus. It has such a tiny head that it probably has to eat 20 hours a day just to get enough food.
That sounds like my Uncle Fred, but he never got that big.
I see a tapestry journey in our immediate future.
Yo, this is Carlos. Cool rocking your Jurassic party. 150 million years ago in the Tethys Sea. I want to give a shout out to the Plesiosaurs, the Ichthyosaurs, and all the giant ammonites. Alright! You'll get a kick out of the Arnold Plesiosaur in Morphosaurus. You want to see what Arnold and Wanda would look like as dinosaurs? Click on Liz to morph them with the dinosaur in the little box.
Morphing always makes me
That was cool. With Morphosaurus, you get more fun for your money.
Well, it's not bowling, but it's fun.
That was cool. That was cool.
I never thought I'd be enjoying this.
With Morphosaurus, you get more fun for your money. Now you see it. Now good morphing on your part.
Well, it's not bowling, but it's fun.
That was cool. Good morphing on your part.
Well, it's not bowling, but it's fun.
Good morphing on your part. That was cool.
Well, it's not bowling, but it's fun.
You can take the ta-da! Ta-da!
Morphing always makes me
That was cool. Hey, don't ever change, unless you're coming back for some morph.
Looking at these rocks, I see fossils from millions of years before the Jurassic period, just waiting to be unearthed. If we could dig them up, oh, what a story they'd tell.
Rocks tell you a story? My mom had a pet rock, but it never said anything.
According to my research, most marine reptiles hatch from eggs. But ichthyosaurs were different. They gave birth to live young.
Plesiosaurs had large flippers that they flapped to fly through the water, just like penguins, but penguins are a little better dressed. There were tons of these ammonites in the Jurassic period. Some of them grew shells that were 6 feet around, like this one.
Lots of animals liked to eat them, and they ate lots of other animals too. According to my research, you can make a cool passcard of your Mesozoic adventure.
You can decorate your pass card by dragging plants and animals from the boxes into the scene. This is going to be some card. Hey, try putting something else in there. touch. You know what I say? You can never have enough dinosaurs. You can use your pass card to make scenes that might have really happened, like an Apatosaurus running into a Stegosaurus. In French, your card is Belle. Come back next time you run out of pass cards.
Let's hop on the bus. It's takeoff time for Tanzania.
We're here in Jurassic Tanzania where the weather is warm and humid, the continents are drifting apart, and the dinosaurs are huge, huge, huge. Wow, look at that dinosaur fly.
Actually, Wanda, that's not a dinosaur. It's a flying reptile called a pterosaur. That pterosaur is called pterodactylus.
Wow, look at that pterosaur fly.
Congratulations! You found the missing creature! This critter's picture is going right where it belongs, in the photo album. Let's check it out! This must have been a tough picture to take. I've heard that pterodactylus can be very flighty. Good thing there were lots of them in Jurassic Tanzania. You can find out about the next missing beast by clicking on the right corner of the album to turn the page. Only 2 more to go. Ooh, so you're ready to find the next missing critter? Just click on the red crystal to hear some clues. This animal looks like a mini crocodile, but its favorite meal is plants. This creature was a familiar sight in Mesozoic rivers. I think I remember this reptile from Triassic Argentina, scaring the scales off of Liz. See you soon! We still have more dinos to find!
That Kentrosaurus uses its spiked tail to defend itself. Easy now, Kentrosaurus. You don't have to defend yourself from me.
If nothing messes with these footprints, they'll be preserved as fossils by the time we get back to present times.
Boy, the Frizz wasn't kidding when she said that the Jurassic dinosaurs were big. That Pterosaurus is huge!
All hail Allosaurus, king of the Jurassic food chain! Look at that dinosaur fly!
Actually, Wanda, that's not a dinosaur. It's a flying reptile called a pterosaur. That pterosaur is called pterodactylus.
Wow, look at that pterosaur fly! Hey, Liz, get a grip!
the races begin. We're playing Marathon.
Help Trudy Troodon run away from a hungry T-Rex. Use the up and down arrow keys to jump over or duck under anything that gets in her way. Level 1. Keep doing that, and you have a chance. Up and over. Level 2. Boing. Awesome jump! Keep going! Not quite, Pterosaur. Wow! Here's your paleo card and a trip to the next level. Level 3. Not bad. Thanks for playing Marathon.
Cretaceous Alberta. I do hope that our time machine pulls us through. Cretaceous Alberta coming right up 70 million years before the present.
Frizzle Air, and we hope you enjoy your stay 70 million years ago in Cretaceous Alberta. Watch the predators, please, and have a good day. Bye-bye. Some hadrosaurs, like Maiasaura, took care of their young. And they fed them just like birds do. make some tunes with the Triceratops in Dino Quartet. Each dino makes a noise. Click on the little brown speaker to hear it. Nice sound! Too bad they can't whistle. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, crack! Excuse me. I'd play it another way and see how it sounds then. I like that. That's good. Now it's your turn. Sing along with the dinos. All right. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, crack. Excuse me. Next time we'll make even more noise.
Scaling the side of this cliff, I've come face to face with the freshest fossils I've ever seen.
The first chestnuts, willow trees, and flowers appeared in the Cretaceous period. That ornithomimus looks like an ostrich. More like an ostrich who forgot to put her feathers on this morning. Troodon had big brains for a dinosaur, but I wonder if it could get an A+ on the Frizzle's quizzes.
Goodness gracious, we're in the Cretaceous!
Those horns aren't for show. Triceratops used them to defend itself against predators like Tyrannosaurus rex.
Hey, Feedster, maybe the reason there are so many hadrosaurs in the Cretaceous is that they cared for their babies.
Right, and by staying together as a herd, the younger dinosaurs were sure to be safer from predators.
Look at the smoke coming from that mountain. It must be a volcano.
Some volcanoes kicked out so much ash that they buried everything around them. Not so good for the dinosaurs, but it made some excellent fossils for us. I motion we make moves to Mongolia. Come on, Bus, do your stuff.
Cretaceous Mongolia 70 million years ago. Take note of the dinosaurs and have lots of fun. Have I made myself clear? Do we always have to run into something with that many teeth?
Now, Arnold, you love lots of toothy carnivores, like cats and dogs. Why pick on that Tarbosaurus just because it's not as cute as they are?
The fossil record shows that Protoceratops lived in herds.
Well, for the record, I'd hate to get in the way of that herd.
Watch a mama Protoceratops at work in Nest Watch.
Use your mouth to help Gertie protect her eggs and babies from a hungry predator. Just click where you want Gertie to go and she'll headbutt those predators when she meets up with them. Level 1. All you need is your mouth. Click where you want Gertie to go, and she'll take care of the rest when she gets there. Level 2. Go get him! All right. You won a paleo card. Time for a new level. Level 3. Hey, thanks for playing.
Doesn't oviraptor mean egg thief? Did that dinosaur steal those eggs it's sitting on?
No, Arnold. Check this out. Paleontologists used to think oviraptors stole eggs and ate them. Then they found fossils that proved oviraptor was caring for its own eggs, not eating someone else's.
Look at that poor dinosaur. She thinks she's a bird, but I don't think she'll ever make it off the ground.
You said it, Phoebe. Scientists are still trying to figure out if Mononychus is a dinosaur or a bird, or both.
This desert is a pretty harsh place to live. There's hardly any rain. The dinosaurs must be rugged to deal with the heat, and only tough little plants to eat.
Liz, I like you better as a real live lizard than a fake dino fossil.
I feel myself fossilizing already.
I don't know if there's room in the museums for a Frizzlesaurus.
Deserts are a good place to find fossils because dinosaur bodies were quickly covered up by sand, just like Miss Frizzle's here.
So, you think dinosaur names aren't that hard? Then take a spin at the name game.
Click on the dino to hear its name. Then, put the name back together with the gems below. Corythosaurus. Corythosaurus. Just take it one step at a time. Corythosaurus. Corythosaurus. Corythosaurus means helmet lizard. Rearrange your own name sometime. Chronosaurus. You'll figure this out soon. Crow. Nice job. Chronosaurus. Chronosaurus means Saturn's lizard. You can do it! Come back and play some more soon, okay?
On the steering wheel will take you straight to the map.
I'm a hungry diplodocus, and I eat all day. I'm a hungry diplodocus, plants and seeds get my okay. Can't you see me stripping trees bare just to get the leaves? I don't even have to chew them. My gut grinds food for me. I'm a hungry dino nut.
Now highlighting the Cretaceous period. That's the present period. If you want to go back to the classroom, pull the red lever. Woohoo! Back to the classroom! Remember, the bus is ready to go when you are. Just click on it when you want to start our adventure.